The meanest thing that my brother said was, he told me that I wasn't gonna make it because my music is pretty bad. What's up? My name is Lately, and this is how to be a K-pop star. I'm 24 years old, originally from South Korea, moved out here about 10 years ago, and I live in West LA. Represent. I like to stay in my studio and just work. I usually don't go out. I look like a guy who goes out, turn up, but I like to stay in my studio and just work. K-pop is a platform where I could show my culture to my audience and to the world. Whenever I hear K-pop, I just feel like I'm tasting the motherland. I feel like I'm home. When I listen to K-pop R&B or ballad, it really speaks to me. It's not all about being flashy. It's not all about the choreography, looking good all the time. I want to show it to people. K-pop is not all about being perfect. What I do is I like to show humanism to people. You know, as a society, we want to stay strong at all times, but in reality, you're broken inside. My parents are both musicians. My dad's a conductor, and then my mom's a pianist. They influenced me to pursue music. Music makes me feel like myself. I could really find my identity through music. Well, my parents are so proud of me, but at first they weren't really supportive of my music career. They didn't really understand the genre that I was pursuing. It's like a mixture of hip hop, alternative R&B, acoustic, lo-fi. It took me about a year after I dropped out from college to really convince them that it's working. Now they support me 110%. My style? Oh, my brother. He's been the biggest influence. He's been like my biggest mentor. I love my brother. I love him so much. Today, I'm writing a song with JAE LUNA. JAE LUNA is pretty much my main producer for this whole project. In the process of finishing our second album. 비가 오는 길거리 사이에 혼자 남아이 You are beautiful, oh yeah, you are beautiful. How do I feel about this day? I love it, honestly. I mean, if you want to hear it, come with me. You are beautiful, oh yeah, you are beautiful. This song is fire though. It's too good. Where am I at? Ooh. I put out my first album called Elevator, which put me on the map. Ever since I dropped my album, I've been just like on the rise. But you know, there's always room to grow. And that's why I'm always working every day. I songwrite for other people. Been writing for this artist named Pisces. I've been making solid income through just music, merch, shows. Thank God, thank God. KCON is definitely a crucial part of my LA scene. I perform there every year. KCON is a great platform for a lot of independent artists to really showcase their music. I'm the only one who's doing K-pop in my collective. All the artists that I know and been working with, they're all part of the American industry, but besides me. They all rap and sing in English, but they are Korean, and they do appreciate K-pop. Just because you're pursuing K-pop, that doesn't mean that you have to go to Korea. I believe that in Korea, the market is super saturated. I feel like a lot of people are doing the same thing and just mimicking other people. But in America, there's so much different genres, and you could create whatever you want to create. What I want to do is creating a bridge between Korean culture and American culture. I like to incorporate English and Korean.
Tell me what you want from me. You know 내가 원하는 세상을 보여줄게.
But making Korean language smooth as possible. Making people think like, oh my God, I didn't even hear it. It just sounded so smooth. Last year was, I think, the busiest year of my career because I was running shows back to back. I dropped my first album last year, which really took off, surprisingly. Woo. 2020 was, I think, just the worst year so far. I was just dealing with a lot of personal issues, family issues. Because I feel like last year I couldn't really take care of myself. I was overworking. I was fatigued all the time, couldn't sleep. Starting this year, I told myself, Like, I'm gonna take some time, cancel out the outside noise, and really focus on myself and my mental and physical health. I had my show. It was a show for Kazi, but he brought me out to, have a set. I had one session with JAE LUNA, who is my, executive producer, and we're creating our second album. So yeah, just been working. Dude, my life is so boring. Jesus. Real talk. Hanging out with my grandma tomorrow. I love my grandma. She's 96. As I'm getting older, I'm starting to appreciate my family more and what they have done for me. That's why I call my grandma. It's like, yo, grandma, what are you doing? He's like, oh my God, I missed you. Let's hang out. It's like, oh, let's go eat. I got you. You want to run errands? I got you. It's like, oh my God, I can't wait. Oh. I have a really big show that I'm performing at the Standard downtown LA with this guy named Kiro Uno. I've been listening to his music since I was in 5th grade. Just being able to perform with him is just an honor. I'll be performing at this women's movement. I'm hoping to go on a tour, like my first ever tour. I'm afraid of people taking advantage of other people. When I started pursuing this music career, a lot of people took advantage of me. They took advantage of my hustle, they took advantage of my lyrics, and they just used it without my consent. I had a hard time taking care of myself due to helping other people. I love creating a community, creating a platform for other people where they could all showcase their music to people. And I did that for my collective, I did that for other people, and I didn't really have time to take care of myself. I was getting the red card from my body. Hey, you gotta simmer down. I know you're overworking, which is good, but you gotta take care of your body. I'm really bad at this. I'm really bad at communicating with people. A lot of people have messaging me about, let's work together, can you help me out? I would kind of sit down and not reply back to them, and then that would cause a big anxiety. Whenever I see my inbox, I'm like, wow, I have a lot of messages that I need to reply back. That gives me anxiety. When people don't communicate with me, and when there's things that needs to be done, then I get anxiety. I just go through a very bad anxiety. My hand starts to shake to a point I get scared. It gets kind of crazy. After I started pursuing this music career, my life has changed a lot, good and bad. Good because I get to do what I want to do, and I get to create and showcase it to people and influence people. But bad, there's a lot of snakes out in this industry. They'll take advantage of you without you knowing it, which is the scariest part. Being able to give my first check to my parents, that was the greatest feeling. In a way, you're showing your parents, hey, I made it. Oh, they said, 잘했어, 더 하고 와. Pretty much means good job, get more. It's pretty intimate. What's good, guys? Without you guys, I wouldn't be here today. So you guys mean a lot. The fact that you guys are appreciating my creation.
Who knows this song? It's called Tell Me.
Coming out to my shows to show love and support truly means a lot to me.
4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
That was a great show. It's always good to see my fans feel really grateful that I have an audience that really appreciates my art. Day one fan, know what I'm saying? Without her, I wouldn't be doing this shit. I utilize social media to really show my music to people and really connect with other people. What's up, guys? I'm in the studio right now, working on my title song. For a purpose, I think it's amazing. I try not to use social media to compare myself to anyone. Love you guys. In my definition of being successful is finding happiness. Am I happy doing this? Am I happy with myself? Even though, you're wealthy, I'm sure they're not really content with themselves yet. I think that's my take of success. In the next 5 years, I think I would have my own agency to create a platform for younger generations to really show their music to the world, because I don't want them to go through what I had to go through. It sounds pretty sad, but I know my music's not gonna last forever. But once I hit the top, I think I'm gonna resign from pursuing my career as an artist and really focus on the business aspect and be the coolest CEO.